Greetings. It is me. The wild as a rabid panther. Stained like a hooker's curtains. Free like a skydiver without a parachute. And voice of Edliner's computer Mr. Rodrigo. But you may call me Rodrigo. So tonight the glow sticks are in the drawer and the amps are turned up to 11. This is a celebration of Mega City 4. The best band to ever grace Farnborough and beyond. I will pass this over to Edliner and Pete Cole and let them tell you more. You are listening to www.kickradio.co.uk. The home of grubby rockers.
Hello, good evening and welcome along. It's Sunday night and it's me, Edliner, and it's not just me, it's a guest with me today. I've got Pete Cole and I've got Kevin Burgess. There's going to be so much amazing stuff going on and we're all going to be talking about the wonderful band Mega City 4 and we've got loads coming up, so I'm just going to play one of my favourite tracks by them to give you an idea of why I love this band. This is the fantastic Prague. There we go. Mega City 4, my favourite band of all time. Everyone's already laughing at me because I keep trying to nearly say something else. But they are my favourite band of all time. Everyone in this room's probably their favourite band of all time. And that brings me nicely on to Who's in the Room, which could be a new section for my show. Apart from normally it's just a cat and a dog. So I'm joined today by the wonderful Mr. Pete Cole. Hi, Pete.
Wonderful. Hi, Ed.
And I've got Kevin Burgess in the studio as well with me.
Hi there. I'm trying to work out which one of Pete and I is the cat and which one's the dog.
Yeah. Whoever leaves the most hair everywhere. So I
Well,
guess
you've got hair,
it's not going to be Pete.
apart from on my back.
Beautiful.
So what we're doing tonight is we're celebrating a massive gig that's coming up on the 30th of May. As you know, because I am that kind of person, of course I'll be DJing at the event, but that's the least important thing. The main important thing is it is a benefit for Forward for Wiz Trust. And it's got the marvellous Soulscraper that will be headlining, and we will be speaking to them a little
Where are
bit
they from?
later. And they are all the way from
Away.
mighty Germany.
Yay!
We have the best tribute band in the world, Mega Fishy 4. Now that makes sense why I keep nearly saying that every time I want to say Mega
You've got
City
two
4.
favourite bands now, haven't
I've
you?
got two favourite bands, yeah. Like country and western, you know.
Punk and rock.
Yeah, exactly. And Splitbox are also playing on the bill. And there'll be loads of acoustic acts. We've got Isolode and Graham Judd. We have Kevin Burgess, who will be playing live for us any second now. And others, which are
Andy Hignett
Andy
and
Hignett.
Michael Vickers, or Mike.
Mike
Something
Vickers, there you go. They say guest no
And I
more than
can't
me.
spell Michael, can I?
Yes.
We've worked out
That's
recently.
why you need to call him Mike as well.
We'll just call him Mike from now on. So it starts off 6 p.m. and there'll be acoustic acts going through, and then all the amps will be turned up to 11. We will be having Splitbox, we will be playing some of their tracks later, Mega Fish 4 and Soulscraper. So it's going to be a great night. But anyway, I just wanted to celebrate the band. I know I've done it before on the show, but I really don't care because I love their music so much, and grew up with them really, and that's one of the reasons why.
Apologies, I haven't grown up.
No, there is an argument that I've never grown up, and you definitely haven't, Pete.
Peter Pan with a bald head.
Indeed. So Pete,
Ed.
Forward for Wiz Trust. Tell us a bit about that.
Well, it was set up after Wiz, the frontman of Mega City 4, sadly passed away in 2006. The Forward for Wiz Trust basically helps young musicians, well not necessarily young musicians, to like drive forward, help them to rehearse, help them up to some of the songs and the experts and that are have been around for a while. Strengthen the community basically. There's some really fantastic stuff. You stick it in Google, you'll find out more about them. Stick Forward for Wiz Trust into Google and you'll find out more about them.
So all profits from the event going to
Absolutely, yep, every penny. No one's paying. No one's getting paid for this.
What?
that. Yeah.
Apart from Kevin.
Yeah.
No.
I'll buy him a packet of crisps.
With a lot of love. That's what you get through this. And there'll be a raffle as well, isn't there?
Yeah. There's a raffle to win some really nice, rare Mega City 4 vinyl, signed by the remaining 3 members of the band. That's a story and a half. It's been around the world, those sleeves to get signed. Quite literally, because Danny, the guitarist, lives in Australia. So, yeah, it's a real labour of love.
Yeah. Oh, indeed. So, obviously, I've mentioned the Mega City 4, one of my favourite bands. You're wearing a Mega City 4 t-shirt. For those, this is great radio, isn't it? You can see now Pete is wearing a Mega City 4 t-shirt. One of you would say your favourite band, or one of your favourite bands?
I do obsess over quite a few of them, but they're definitely high up on the list.
And Kevin, you've always loved them as well.
So I was probably quite late to the party. Probably got into them when I was at sixth form college. I think before that I was very much into the sort of hair metal bands. Then I finally saw the light in sort of very early 90s and got into them then. But yeah, amazing band.
And as you were in the studio, and as you have a guitar with you, can we have a track? What are you going to play? Are you going to play a Mega City 4 number for us now?
I am indeed. So I'm going to do a desert song, which is the B-side of Stop. And I've always liked this song. And then when we were doing one of the Farnborough Town gigs and you were DJing, you played this in between the bands, and I remember listening to it and thinking, that's even better than I remember it. If I could learn to play that, that'd be amazing. And yeah, so you partly inspired this song.
Oh, nice.
So this is Desert Song.
I'm not from the country, I'm not from a town, somewhere in the middle, the desert is my home. I don't know the city like the back of my hand. When I'm in the forests, I don't know where I stand. I come from the suburbs, somewhere in between. A little piece of everything, and nothing much to see. I come from the suburbs, pure and clean. I come face to face with death, and it's washed by the rain from my windscreen. Gets washed by the rain from my windscreen. Gets washed by the rain from my windscreen. I grew up in no man's land, detached and unaware, a native of a place that is neither here nor there. I never learned to navigate, I never learned to fly. I'm just questioning my right to be, if I never had to fight for it. I come from the suburbs, somewhere in between. A little piece of everything, and nothing much to see. I come from the suburbs, pure and clean. I come face to face with death, and it's washed by the rain from my windscreen. It's washed by the rain from my windscreen. It's washed by the rain from my windscreen. A little self-pity, but mostly self-doubt. Just like being certain I can't really understand what it's all about. I come from the suburbs, somewhere in between. A little piece of everything, and nothing much to see. I come from the suburbs, pure and clean. I come face to face with death, then it's washed by the rain from my windscreen. Gets washed by the rain from my windscreen. Gets washed by the rain from my windscreen. I can't really understand what it's all about. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Absolutely brilliant. That was Kevin Burgess, and that was Desert Song. And I never realised I inspired you, so I appreciate that. That's
You're
brilliant.
very inspiring.
Inspiringly titled. Well,
Yeah,
at the same time.
Yeah, I am inspiringly titled. We'll be back with more chat. I'm going to play another song by Mega City 4. This is off their last album, Soulscraper. Yeah, Soulscraper. There's a link there, and we'll be speaking about that later. This is Creepy Crawlies.
Because for all these people cheerleaders. The conference with a face full of dirt. The only thing some thought, you were worth nothing, you couldn't be bought. And if we had more time, then maybe we could change our minds and still remain the same. The past that I live inside, I've been dreaming about it for some time. With the past far behind, while the places remain in my mind for life. Yeah. I don't know what I believe in, but I know what gets under my skin. Wondering where to next, though it's cool to hang out with your ex. And if we had more time, then maybe we could change our minds. And you just say it's okay and turn around to life on doubts.
There we go. That was also one of my favourite bands. That was the Senseless Things, who I absolutely adore. It's so cool to hang out with my ex, and they were many times gig buddies of Mega City 4, and they even wrote a song about them, Mega City 4, Less Than Senseless.
In response to When You Let Me Down.
Yeah.
Such things, yeah.
So what we're going to do now, because it's pretty cool, we've got a super fan who's phoned in, and I'm going to hand over to Pete to explain. Who's the super fan, Pete?
Pete. There's two Petes, for anyone that can't grasp it. Pete, I get known as Pete, I'm sometimes called Pete from Fleet. It's actually a scam because I'm actually Pete from Church Crookham, and the guy on the phone is actually originally, way before me, Pete from Fleet. Isn't that right,
Hello.
Pete from Fleet? Hello, Pete from Fleet.
How you doing?
I'm all right, mate. So, my obsession with Mega City 4 is basically your fault.
You're welcome.
Way back, nearly 40 years ago. Wow, it's unbelievable how much time's passed. The two teenage Petes went to see. Well, Pete suggested we went to see Mega City 4, who are a band that he's. Now, is this right? Your brother knew them back then?
Yeah, he was friends with them, and another friend of his called Steve Beach, who I don't know whether he was a backer of them at the time, but he knew him in the Capricorn days, and he introduced me to Mega City 4. He said, they're playing at the West End Centre in Aldershot, and this was back in the summer of '87. And I went along with him for that gig, and it just got blown away. They were absolutely amazing.
Hang on, I'm getting confused. Was I with you that night?
I don't know if you were there that night or...
I did see him at the West End Centre.
Yeah.
You know, I think I'm getting all my memories confused. I think that was the one you dragged me along to. You said, I remember the conversation, what they sound like. You said, a bit like Stiff Little Fingers kind of thing. I was like, okay, all right. And we then went to London to the Marquee after that. But it was,
That's right,
but it was
yeah.
the same year, or even the same month. And it was like two spotty schoolboys. Well, okay, we were about 18 or 19 or something at the time. We were definitely teenagers. Which is, I think, I'm 58
Yeah, I
this
think
year.
I was 19 going on 20, so yeah.
Yeah, and you're a little bit older than me, I'd like to point out. Same school year, but I was the youngest in my year, even though we're different schools. Anyway, And
Yeah, we won't get into that argument.
well, you work better than I do, mate. You know. So basically, this guy on the line here is my reason for my obsession for the last 40 years. And we saw them loads after that. We had some very, very funny experiences on. Every time me and Pete go out somewhere, even when it's not Mega City 4, something funny happens. So, funny ha generally. So it's never a dull moment.
No, they seem to find us.
Yeah.
We've got like the idiot magnet.
Yeah. So, I mean, well, we could go on a tangent and say some funny stories, but it's not relevant to what we're here for tonight. So, but do you want to pick a song from Mega City 4 that you? Well, it's like trying to pick your favourite child. I know, but what is?
Oh, tell me about it. Yeah.
We gave a choice of two.
You can have both if you like.
What would you like first? And why?
Let's go with Toys. I always loved that tune.
Why do you love it so much?
It just it's so emotional and very, very relevant to how sometimes I think all of us feel.
I tell you what, Wiz has got this knack, or had the knack, bless him, past tense. Oh, it's not a past tense. He's still in everyone's
the spirit
heart.
of him is always there, and every time I listen to the Megas,
but the lyrics, you think that he's written about you, you know?
Exactly.
I mean,
He's
awkward kid,
speaking to all of us.
awkward adult. You know what I mean? Not much difference really. But anyway, let's play her choice, Mr. Scott. Thanks, Pete. We'll come back to you in a minute.
Okay, mate.
Wasted other people's time.
should say actually, I was at the Tumble Down Dick in Farnborough when the Megas did a secret gig in about '92.
Did you stick to the carpet?
No, the back room didn't have any carpet.
No, I didn't.
But they played Toys for the first time. And I actually have the recording of that on my computer these days. It was a tape originally, but playing Toys for the first time. So there you go, that's trivia. So Pete, where did we see MC4 back in the day? I mean, I remember most things, but I am a bit aging now and I'm forgetting. So.
Join the club, mate, yeah. Yeah, we used to go up to London literally once a week for a Megas gig. There was loads of places we went to. Fulham Greyhound, which was always fun. Massive Splitbox.
Yeah.
There was the George Roby, Bullingate, Kentish Town.
Yeah.
And I even went out as far as Cardiff once to see him at the Square Club.
Wow.
You see him a lot at the Old Trout, Windsor.
Yeah, yes, on there as well.
Never saw them at the Old Trout, unfortunately, but I know my brother did, certainly, several times.
And what all these venues got in common, guys? They're not there anymore.
No.
Gone.
So,
yeah, it's a very good point.
Should actually mention the fact that grassroots venues need to be, well, saved basically, supported a lot more. It's beginning to happen. Some of the big artists are donating a fraction of their ticket sales, but that fraction's worth millions. You know, I mean, Oasis could single-handedly, with that tour, they did save the music scene, couldn't they? But they didn't bother, did they?
I don't know whether it's because people aren't going? Are the younger generation just not digging guitar bands, or?
Well, it's all. I mean, I bloody blame TikTok.
Yeah, it's difficult to say, isn't it? You know, but unfortunately, it's because the young people nowadays they don't get the chances anymore because the grassroots venues have all gone.
So it should be the other way. It should be the other way around now, because if I said to you, "Let's go and see this band," 30 years ago, you might have said, "I've never heard of that band. I don't know if I'm going to like them." Now you just jump on Spotify. You can listen to their stuff and think, "Oh yeah, they sound great. I'll go and see them." So
Yeah.
Exactly.
But they don't.
You would like to think that Spotify would encourage people to listen to new bands and then go and see them live, but sadly it's not.
Doesn't seem to work that way, does it?
Or everyone played 30-second sets. Then they'd be, "Oh, this is good." Right, then we'll swipe the band off the stage and the next one comes on. Maybe that's the issue.
I mean, the Star in Guildford had a fight on its hands where... Have we said which is the Star? We haven't yet, have we? The gig on the 30th of May is being held at the Star, Quarry Street, Guildford. And they had a fight on their hands a few years ago when some person decided to try and build an office block next to... or an office accommodate... what's the word I'm looking for? Office space next door. And then they tried to get the venue shut down. I was like, "Hello," and they lost. Up yours. So, but venues like the Star need to be supported. Get down there, see live bands, take a chance, check them out. Yeah, you can check them out on Spotify and go and see them because most bands are on there as well. So anyway, sorry, yeah, that was a bit of a tangent. But yeah, we had a good old laugh getting to these gigs and getting lost. I was every single time.
No sat nav in those days.
Yeah, without
it was
fail.
all paper maps and asking people randomly out the window.
Pete, the map's upside down. Oh yeah, such amazing time to be alive, really. Well, it is now, but it was better back then. It's better in the olden days. So Pete, do you want to pick before we let you go? Do you want to pick another song?
Yeah, can I give a quick shout out to Mega Fishy for as well? I'm really looking forward to seeing them again. They absolutely captured the spirit of MC4 totally, and it's just amazing watching them live. It's just like watching them all over again. I think it was 40 years ago.
The real tribute to the tribute, if you get me, was Jerry Bright, the original bass player, having a little tear when they were playing Wallflower. I think that's the song that really got him. So, you can't get more of he got a tear because they moved him, not because they were crap. So that's the ultimate, nod and the seal of approval. He actually moved the original guy, one of the original guys, to tears. Yeah. So I think that's beautiful. So, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Absolutely love Mega Fishy 4. They started out just as a lockdown thing, and someone, I think it's Michael Vickers, said, "When you get them to play?" I was like, "Good idea. Why didn't I think of that?" So how many times they played for me now? 3, 4? Oh, actually, I'm not sure. 3 or 4 times. And they seem to be getting better every time.
Now they're playing Shine.
Yes, absolutely.
That is amazing.
Yeah,
I've been
fantastic.
campaigning to get them to shine.
You can-
Like about
Mega Fishes,
5
you can
years.
thank Kevin here. It's absolutely down to him.
Well, no, it's obviously down to the fact they're brilliant. Nothing to do with me.
Oh,
but I'm so glad they're on the bill.
And frontman Jamie's had his own issues as well. Man's an absolute diamond geezer.
Absolutely.
And the logistics of getting them to play are, well, you don't want to know, but he's in Scotland and the rest of them are in the Midlands, and it's just like, wow. You know, they're all brilliant, but yeah, love them to bits. I've got some quite well over the last few years. Anyway, what's your favourite, well, your next song, your next favourite?
Well, the next one I'm picking is from Sebastopol Road, and it's called Props. Absolutely love Jerry's bass line in this. It's superb, and the riff is just brilliant. Love it.
All right, should we let them go now, guys?
Yeah. Cheers,
Right.
Pete. See you in May.
We'll see you.
Cheers, guys. Yeah, I'll see you at the Star.
You will, mate. Take care. Cheers.
Yeah.
There we go. That was Mega City 4 with Props, and that goes out to Pete from Fleet.
The original
Pete
not
from
this copy. Stolen the name.
Indeed. So, as I said earlier on, Mega City 4 had an album called Soulscraper. And also, not by chance, but almost by chance, there is a band called Soulscraper. They come from Germany, and they are fantastic. Honestly, I've seen them live, and they blew me away. Brilliant musicians, and he said magicians. Then they can pull
magic. They are magic.
Yeah, they can
Magic bullets.
they can saw people in half, and they can pull rabbits out of hats. No, they can't do that. Well, they might be able to. And just such a superb band. And with the power of the internet, hopefully we'll be able to get Andy and Voller from Soulscraper onto the show in a minute. So let's just play one of their tracks from their amazing Elegant Knives. This is such a belter of a tune. This is Isolode.
It's funny how it's only me who knows that's not supposed to be the way that things are happening right now. And it's funny how you've got no clue about how the world revolves around you. These scales will not fall from your eyes. The pacifying fact that we have never actually met is what just keeps me up and keeping tabs on you from my kitty corner view. Sometimes it's hard to see the clown that I appear to be. Each time you could be close enough to accidentally see me. Each night I watch you sitting all alone right by your windowsill and stare at how you sip your glass of wine. I'm not a dreamer, ain't naive, but I believe that happy ends exist, although only in movies. The kind of fight don't lie. Sometimes it's hard to see the clown that I appear to be. Each time you could be close enough to accidentally see me. It's not that I ain't used to disappointments, but constant drops of water now have water way to start. That blooming cactus in your window shows perfectly how this works. So pretty that you wanna touch, but once you do it hurts. The stings stay deep, you don't bleed, no one sees the pain. If we finally meet in person, that cactus blooms again. I hope you never see this clown that I appear to be.
There you go. I told you they were good. That's Soulscraper with Isolode. What a track. Absolutely love it, which is lucky because we are joined live from Germany. Guten Abend. Andy and Voller, how are you?
Guten Abend. Hi, we're fine. How are you doing? Guten Abend. Guten Abend. Right back to UK.
That's probably the depth of how the German language is going to be used for this, unless you start talking German now.
No, I'm
No, we
9.
won't.
That's my limit. There you go. I just should say, these guys are the loveliest. Well, the whole band are fantastic people. All met through the love of Mega City 4 and the internet. If it wasn't for Mega City 4, I wouldn't know these guys. So there's so much to thank Mega City 4 for, if you excuse the pun there. Guys, I've got some questions for you because I'm sure the listeners who don't know who you are. You obviously got the name from Mega City 4's final album, Soulscraper.
We
But
have
how did you? It's more a question for Voller, I think, really. How did you discover Mega City 4? Because Andy, I think Voller got Andy into Mega City 4. So, the question is, how did you discover Mega City 4 in the first place?
and especially in Germany, I guess. So,
Yeah.
that's a question for me. Well, from the time I was 9 or something like that, until about 17 or 18, I actually went to Catholic youth camps. As funny as it is, about twice per year. And the older guys who organized these camps were mostly what you'd later call indie or alternative people. Specifically, one of them was continuously bringing new, cool, mostly British music, like, out of USM, the House Martin, Census Sting, Snuff, the Apps, and also Mega City 4. And by maybe third time, we played Transophobia on the one tape recorder we had on these camps. They had hooked me like forever. Yeah, that's basically the story. So,
Okay.
from my very youth. Yeah. By the way, the guy who with the cool British music, his name is Martin. I founded a band with him named Scary Sad that's named after an alt song. A bit later in 1995, we existed until 2001, heavily influenced by the band Mega City 4. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's basically the story, yeah.
Okay, and so how did Andy get to hear Mega City 4? Was it through you?
Yeah, thanks to Voller for this, because I listened to Scary Sad, I don't know, 30 years ago, Voller, when we were studying, and being friends and fucking hell. Being friends, and so he kind of showed me Mega City 4. He kind of brought me into the punk stuff in general, because I was playing in a gothic metal band. So that were the roots for my Mega City 4 experiences.
Okay, and did you ever see the band live, Voller?
Mr. Pete Cole, this question. Well, that's the most tragic thing to this day about my relationship with this band. I was practically 17 when they disbanded. Before that, I was too young, or maybe I was too stupid. I didn't get information. There was no internet back then.
Yeah.
The information that's the way. Well, it was the information that this band had sometimes played gigs just around the corner, practically, of where I lived. Mostly was reported to me by the older guys at the next camping months afterwards. So,
Oh, no.
yeah. And years later, when I could finally afford to travel a bit, I wrote to Wiz. I was later friends with him a bit. I wrote to him that I'd come to see an Ipanema gig, which is also a very great band that he had. In the UK one day, and he wrote back, it would be great to catch up for the first time, but that was 7 months before he died.
Oh,
So
right.
Unfortunately, no, I never seen them live, and that's the perfectly sad story to it.
But you've got the next best thing. You've seen Mega Fishy 4. So, so what's your favourite lyric written by Wiz? Do you have a favourite lyric?
Well, as for me, I can say that Spec from their second last album, a final song on Magic Bullets, is probably my favorite of all songs ever written on this planet. When he sings, I'm ashamed of just how much you want to live. That still gets me every time. Of course, I also like the funnier lyrics, like, the emptiest cans make the loudest noises, and the emptiest hats have the loudest voices. I mean, that's cool and very funny. But yeah, I think if you ask me for my favorite one, that's Spec, of course.
Okay. Are we going to play a song of their choice? Can we play Spec?
Yeah, I'm just seeing whether we can play Spec.
Right, let's play Spec, and we'll come back to you for a little bit more chat in a minute, yeah?
Okay, all right.
I've got more questions.
You will be grilled.
No problem.
Okay.
listening to the Headliner Show. It's kickradio.co.uk, and I'm here with Pete Cole, Kevin Burgess, and Vola and Andy from Soulscraper. Are you still there, guys?
Oh, yes, we are. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
All the way from Germany.
All the way from Germany. I know, Vola, we were talking off air there about Mega C4 and how just the music makes us emotional. But what does the band mean to yourself?
Myself personally, it practically changed everything for me back then. Like I was a heavy metal person. Literally, I was a heavy metal person. My taste in music, the way I dressed, the way I spoke, the way I wrote my own songs, it changed everything. Like these 2-part, sometimes 3-part vocals enthroning, floating above these edgy, like really edgy guitars, perfectly matching bass line, and intense creative drumming. It still is just awesome. The songwriting, that songwriting, as a songwriter, I can say this is unbeatable. And they quickly became my favorite band, and they still are today. And Wiz, what can I say about Wiz? I didn't know him personally. We were letter friends. He was the nicest idol imaginable. Like, he would send me letters and send me T-shirts and emails of his new bands, Serpico and Ipanema, and the book, and recommended my own band to his German friends. It was incredible. Yeah, it means a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Having knew Wiz for a very long time in my life, one of the nicest guys I've ever met, one of the most generous, and he always spoke, no matter, even if he was like having a busy day, or running up to a gig or trying to get ready, he would always have that minute to go and have a word with us and say, "All right, Ed, how you doing?" and catch up and everything. And I love the guy beyond measure.
One thing about Wiz,
envy you for this experience. Like, really.
I say with Wiz, I mean, I could bore you all day with little stories and anecdotes, but Wiz never had this. He had this trait about him. I've not met with anyone then, now, or whatever. He never spoke over you, and I'm the king of doing that. I'm so bloody rude, and most people do it as well. But he'd listen to what you've got to say. He'd let you speak, and then when you stopped, he'll then pause for a second and think of an answer or think of his response. I'm not met anyone like that. I'm the worst for it. I just talk over people, and I'm just really rude. And he just didn't do that. Do you know anyone that doesn't? Talk over him.
I mean, it's a good skill. A lot of people are good talkers, but not necessarily good listeners. So you're clearly a good listener. I think that's an important skill not everyone has, maybe. I
mean, they're very patient with me because I was an annoying teenager when I first saw them. I used to go around their house every weekend, Sunday afternoons. And never once they say, "Pete, just piss off home, leave us alone." I mean, God, I'm annoying now, age 58, no, how old am I? 57, coming up 58. Can you imagine me as a teenager? Oh my God, I must have been awful. And not once would just tell me to go away. I eat all their biscuits, drink all their tea. I even bought some biscuits once, or some custard creams, and took them with me. And I ate them all over again. Just ate all of them I took. And they never did just once tell me to go away. Jerry used to wear this red beret, but like Captain Sensible kind of red beret. And the annoying teenage Pete used to always, I don't know why, take it off him and put it on my own head. And he'd be like, he never did that until one day. It was at the Mean Fiddler in Harlesden, remember it clearly. He clipped me on the ear like a naughty schoolboy. He says, "Pete, stop doing that." I mean, he's only about 2 years older than me, but back then, when you're a teenager and he's in his 20s, But yeah, I love them all. Absolutely love those guys. Got so much time for them, so many memories. And it's 30 years this year that they called it a day.
Yeah, unbelievable.
And some people just won't forget, will they? No. I certainly won't. This is, how many have we done now, Ed? How many gigs have we done for?
This is 4th.
I'm not even sure. 4th or 5th.
Yeah.
But the first one was 10 years ago. Can you believe that? We did it in 20... What year were we in?
We did one with the Dead Cuts.
That's the first one.
That was the first one.
Marquez's band.
Yeah.
When he did a spoken word version of Less Than Senseless. Yeah. That was special.
Yeah, God, they've been one because we also had the acoustic at the pub. We've had all sorts, haven't we? So It's been, yes.
I've got a wall in my record room at home. I've got one wall dedicated to all the gigs I've put on or been involved with, sort of heavily kind of thing, and I've run out of space now. And then small little frames as well, you know.
Like your own personal little shrine you've got going on there.
Well, yeah, I've just showed my record room. It's just.
Anyway, we're digressing. Let's get on to the tour, because it's not just
Soulscraper are on tour, guys.
They
Come
are on tour. So you're playing more venues than just Guildford, but I shouldn't say just Guildford, because Guildford's going to be like the pinnacle.
Of course it is.
Oh yeah, it's going to be hell. Great, yeah. Andy, your turn.
Yeah, for the tour we'll start in Sunderland on the 27th of May. Sunderland, we in Germany call it Sunderland, but last year when we were touring in the UK, we learned that it's pronounced Sunderland. So on May the 27th in the Museum Vaults in Sunderland, 28th of May in Peterborough in the Ostrich Inn. The 29th of May, we're heading to Newport in Wales, playing the Cab.
Can I say a few words about the Cab?
Yeah.
We're going to play this with the Oldfield Brothers. The Oldfield Brothers.
The mighty Oldfield Brothers, yes.
The mighty Oldfield Brothers. Some of you might know them from The Abs, which was one of my favorite bands too. And Dr. Bison, which was absolutely outstanding, with Dickie Hammond playing guitar there, as well as sadly passed away when he was 50. Anyways, that's another highlight for us. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you playing
day after
with Splitbox on these dates, I believe, as well?
all the dates, all of them with Splitbox, yes.
We must play some Splitbox, Ed.
Yeah, we will play some Splitbox.
Note to self.
Yeah, don't worry, got it planned. So off to Wales.
Off Wales, then on the 30th of May, we're going to Guildford, which will be a massive concert, and we're so stoked to headline this concert on this Saturday at the Star. And the last concert of the tour will be in Canterbury on the 31st of May, and the venue's Lady Luck, I think.
The Lady Luck. How do you pronounce Canterbury correctly?
Canterbury.
Canterbury in Kent. Thank you. Originally from.
It all depends where you come from in this. In this country, I think we call it Canterbury. Then it's Canterbury. Or if you're very posh, it's probably Canterbury. I don't know.
Canterbury. And however, yeah, all these 5 shows will be with our friends from Splitbox from New York. Paul Davey used to be the Wiz from Mexico 4 as well.
And Paul actually looks a bit like Wiz.
This is where the circle club. Yeah, this is the perfect story. Like, great to be with those guys.
One big happy family.
So that's the 5 venues. It will be an honor for us, and we'll have full energy for 5 days, giving all we can. And the next day, 1st of June, we're heading back to Germany.
Yeah, save some energy for the Guildford gig. Don't blow it all on the first 4.
Yeah.
It's the Saturday. It's the Saturday event. It's Saturday.
I look forward to meeting you both and the rest of the band in Guildford. I really hope that your tour goes really well.
Warm up for Guildford.
All warming up for Guildford. Yeah, I've got to big up Guildford because Pete's sitting next to me. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. I'm just one of those events that I'm just very, very excited about. Too excited, really. I need to calm down. It's in May. Come on, Ed, calm down.
Not long though.
So Andy and Vola, if I'm over the course of the show, going to be playing more Mega City 4 songs. Have you got songs that you particularly like that we haven't played that I can play for you to this evening? Andy first.
Your turn.
Yeah, How's Enemies, guys? It's my favorite currently.
Brilliant track. Yeah, no problems.
So should we hang up now or not?
Yeah, and Vola, has you got a favourite track I can play during the show later?
I would love to hear Square Through a Circle, and that is also a little looking forward to the fact that we're going to play a few tribute songs as well in Guildford.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, guys, thank you very, very much for calling in. I do really, really appreciate it. And we wish you the tour goes really, really well. And why not? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to play Enemy Skies because it is a cracking tune. Thank you very much again, guys, and we will see you soon.
30th of May.
Thank you for having us.
If customs let us in, we'll see you soon too.
Oh, don't say that. Fingers
See you
crossed.
soon.
Yes, bye. That's
Thanks.
Bye.
Take care. Bye bye.
See you hopefully.
Cheers.
Anything that doesn't inspire to fly much higher than you can reach doesn't deserve to be breathing in your air. I'm afraid I cannot reach the heights that you demand of me, and I'll admit that I don't even try. Could you accept the possibility of an alternative existence worth as much to me? Please try much harder to understand. Your acceptance means so much to me. Maybe you begin to see the narrow mind that widens is the best I can aspire to. And I'll see your skies way below me then.
feedback ever on the end of a track. Enemy Skies there. Mega City Faller goes out to Andy from Soulscraper. Now, we're back in the studio. Well, we never left, but, we're back with Kevin, who has his guitar here. And you're going to play another track for us. What are you going to play for us?
So I'm going to play one of my own songs, and this was written at a time when I had writer's block, so I was struggling to think of things to write about. So rather than writing about my own experiences, I thought I'll take an existing song and kind of do almost like a sequel. So not like a spoof like Weird Al Yankovic might do, where it's the same tune.
Eat it! Sorry.
But take a tune, do it in the same theme, if you like. So I did a song called Living on Welfare, which is based on Living on a Prayer. So Tommy and Gina from Living on a Prayer, but how it had all gone horribly wrong for them. And then this one I'm going to do now is called Stacey's Dad, which obviously, you know the song, the amazing song Stacey's Mum by Fountains of Wayne. This was me deciding to do a song about a very annoying person who was Stacey's dad. And I picked little annoying bits from various people I have come across and combined it into this. This is Stacey's dad. He lacked respect and is always rude. You should hear him slurp his food. Always chewing with his mouth wide open. Don't get me started on his burping. Always sniffing and picking that nose. Bites his nails, both fingers and toes. Does he always have to crack those knuckles? Fitting in is where he struggles. She should have left him years ago. Why she stayed we will never know. No one's in love with Stacey's dad, not even Stacey's mum. There's nothing good to say about Stacey's dad. His monotone voice will drive you mad. It's incredibly dull and his jokes are so bad. There's nothing going on with Stacey's dad. Always wheezes over the toilet seat and has flatulence that's hard to beat. The worst person you may never meet. And don't go near those stinky feet. Does he really have to yawn so loudly, or lose his cool and get so rowdy? Never met anyone so annoying, been around him so soul destroying. She should have left him years ago. Why she stayed we will never know. No one's in love with Stacey's dad, not even Stacey's mum. There's nothing good to say about Stacey's dad. His monotone voice will drive you mad. He's incredibly dull and his jokes are so bad. There's nothing going on with Stacey's dad. About Stacey's dad, his monotone voice will drive you mad. He's incredibly dull and his jokes are so bad. There's nothing going on with Stacey's dad. Stacey's dad. Stacey's dad.
Well done, brilliant.
Very much.
Thank you very much for that. So you were sequels.
Sequels, yes. So I've got two.
Yeah.
Could do with some more.
Okay.
So I was chatting to a friend the other day, Greg, if you're listening, thank you for that. Was like follow up to Teenage Dirtbag, so Middle-Aged Dirtbag or something like that. And so yeah, if any of the listeners have got any ideas, message them in. I'd be very keen to hear.
Well, we had an awkward adult.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, it was Pete Cole's middle name.
One of his many middle names.
One of his many middle names.
What's written about me?
Yeah. Sweet Teenager of Mine by Guns N' Roses.
That could sound a bit creepy.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, got a good point there, yeah. Well, you never know. If anyone's got a better idea, you can always WhatsApp us, or you can come to kickradio.co.uk/chat and let us know what would be a cracking sequel. And we would love to know.
And I think some people who are listening are the people I had lunch with today, who I've been asked to give a shout out to. So it's the Royal Holloway Massive, I think they're referring to them as. So yeah, good chatting to you earlier, and I hope you're listening.
Big up the Royal Holloway Massive, listening to Kick Radio. So we should play some Splitbox, because we've been talking about them all
Because they're playing.
And they're brilliant, of course.
And they are brilliant. And
Absolutely.
I'll be honest, and this is my failing. I hadn't heard of them before you announced them for the gig, and then when I looked into them, I thought, you know what, this band are pretty damn good. It's like, how can you pick? You've got a lineup of the acoustic acts, which are all brilliant. Then you've got Splitbox, who are brilliant. Then you've got Fishy 4, who are unbelievably brilliant. And then you've got Soulscraper, who are brilliant. I mean, there's going to be a fight for the best of the show. You know, it's not like one of those ones where you go to a band and you see the headline artist and you see the warm-up and you go, what on earth are they doing here?
Yeah. Should say, met Paul Davey, the frontman of the Splitbox. I don't know, along the way somewhere, late 80s, Mega City 4 gigs, he actually looks a little bit like Wiz, which always kind of freaked me out, in a nice way. It's kind of comforting because a bit of the sort of DNA kind of Wiz is in this guy's songs as well. Got the dreads as well, like Wiz used to have. So, yeah, I can't wait to see him myself. First time I've seen him. He did an acoustic song last year, unannounced at the, where was it last year, Kev?
Thatcher Cottage.
That's it.
Cottage.
I put the gig on, I can't remember where it was. So, I'm rabbiting now, so yeah, play some Splitbox, Ed.
Well, it'll be a blessing in disguise, because that's the name of the track.
and emotions diminish. Don't torment the witcher board intrigue to survive reckless violent feverish rapture at your fingertips into the abyss. So hold on tight. It's a blessing in disguise. A blessing in disguise. My darkest fear of all is knowing one day should have judged it by its cover instead of desperately say a complete lifetime to discover what this was meant to be. Time is up, and so are we, and every try we've ever tried has been performed pathetically.
You're listening to the Headliner Show. It's kickradio.co.uk. In the studio is Pete Cole, Kevin Burgess, and Mrs. Liner, who's just joined us. Hi, Mrs. Liner.
Hello, sorry about them clunking about.
She's just crashing about in the background because that's live radio for you. That last track was Soulscraper with Silenced, which I absolutely love that track.
Yeah, do you like it or not?
I do love it,
Right,
yeah.
okay,
I know I can't... I'm just one of those bands that I saw because that you put them on, and I'd seen Vola on the online Mega City 4 kind of tribute thing that people were doing. I think it happened during lockdown.
Yeah.
Who covers wins?
Who covers wins? That was it. I'm glad someone else can remember these things. And we always used to laugh that he turned everything up to 11. Like
he didn't need a microphone.
He doesn't need a microphone. And I loved what he was doing there. Then I saw him live, and I was like, they're really good. Obviously got their album. And I love that
you
track.
see Andy rolling around on the floor playing that guitar. That needs to be seen as well.
Yeah, because proper
So you
rock,
better do that in Guildford, Andy. You better
proper rock and roll.
rock out.
And so we're talking a lot about Mega City 4 today, and because they were such an amazing band. And
Did we mention the raffle?
Yeah, you tell us what's in the raffle, Pete.
Signed. Oh, I have done it. I'm repeating my. It's my old age. Sorry. Yeah, but it's worth mentioning again. There'll be a raffle to win some lovely signed Mega City 4 by the 3 remaining guys in the band. Can't remember what records they are now. And we've got some T-shirts donated as well. Some original T-shirts from back in the day. They go for a small fortune on eBay. So don't win them, put them on eBay. All right. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, you can get tickets. We haven't done this bit, have we?
Yeah, you should probably get tickets. It'd probably be a good idea.
In advance, you can save some money by getting them from wegottickets.com. Just go in there and search Mega Fishy 4 or Soulscraper or Splitbox, and it'll take you to. You'll find it. Yeah, it helps if you get tickets in advance. It helps all the grassroots venues if you do that. Not just mine, any grassroots venue. It helps if you buy tickets in advance. Please, thank you.
We should also mention that the venue is 18 over.
What, stone or?
Yeah,
I should be right for that.
age-wise. So yeah, it's a fantastic place. But yeah,
unfortunately, you can't get the awkward kids in.
There are rules, mainly because of the amount of beer that will be served.
Just to Ed
and drunk, and just to me, yeah. We should put in the raffle. You could DJ the last hour of my set if I've had too many beers. That perfectly fine.
That's what you need to do. Just push play.
Press play. It's basically what DJs do, apart from when I normally do my show, which is where I have to pay. Well, actually, doing this show, I've got to press many buttons, as you know, is always a problem.
You push the buttons, the right buttons, just in the wrong order.
So, Vola from Soulscraper, as we just played his track, he did ask earlier for a track that meant a lot to him, and it's something we're going to find out at the gig. Are they going to play it? I don't know. Or are they going to do something amazing with it? We'll find out. This is Mega City 4 with Square Through a Circle.
Talking behind your back.
you know, I lied earlier when I said Enemy Skies is the longest feedback at the end of a track. I think that's just beating it. I think how many tracks can we play? We'll have a top 10 of longest feedbacks at the end of Mega City 4 tracks. That'll be the new thing for a Sunday night. People will be tuning in. I'll just do one a week, obviously, so you have to tune in for 10 weeks. That'll be the plan.
I'm sure that'll go down really well there.
I'm sure it will. Yeah, I mean, it's work in progress. You've got to think these things through as it goes. Pete, I just also slightly off from this gig. You've got any more gigs lined up?
Hell yes. I've been doing quite a few this. Well, for me, quite a few this year. I've actually got 4. Wow. But I won't bore you with all the details because it's about the 30th of May. But I do have on the 9th of May, very quickly, Balaam and the Angel, Claytown Troop, and the Flowers of Sacrifice are playing the Fiery Bird in Woking for me. Yeah, come to that as well, please.
Indeed. So, the Fiery Bird's another one of those venues that nearly went. It's still
no.
doing.
It's hanging on by its coattails, fingernails, or whatever the expression is. Basically, they are closing sometime in the summer after a massive fight. So yeah, it's going to be one of the last gigs there. So yeah, Sharon and Elaine, love you guys. You know, you kept up the good fight for such a long time. We've got to say grassroots venues. You know, go to gigs, buy tickets, support local bands, support bands that go small venues. And how they get to the next big thing and headline Glastonbury, unless they start playing something like the Star or the Fiery Bird or the Holroyd or come on, what other
West
venues?
End Centre.
Oh, the West End Centre.
Logging Lounge in Camberley.
Yeah,
give that a shout
great
out.
venue as well. Yeah,
Railway Tavern, Winchester.
Yeah. Some great small little venues that need your help. Come buy tickets. Take a gamble.
I did a it's a normal headliner thing really to do. I bought a ticket for a gig at the Water Rats in London for Friday, and then completely forgetting I was DJing Beckfest, the festival weekend, so I won't be there. But anyway, I bought a ticket.
You're a ninny.
I bought a ticket for a gig that I'm not going to, so that's still supporting grassroots in a way. But
yes,
I'm gutted.
Was it a sellout?
I don't know.
It was. You prevented someone else seeing that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Ed,
Kevin,
are you asleep tonight? No,
I'm not now.
Sorry, I turned a positive into a negative there.
Well, yeah, if there's a little gap in the area, that should have been me. Now that's Tokyo Debut are playing. They've got a new album out, and they're now living in Italy, but they've come to do this tour, and I've been looking forward to them coming back for ages and ages.
Yeah, they love you, don't they, as well?
And I basically bought the ticket without ever thinking, like, I don't care, buy the ticket. A bit like I buy my vinyl, really. It's kind of like, I need that, and then...
Yeah, I can't explain it, but you just need it.
Yeah, and then when I finally got it, I suddenly realised I can't go. But
or you've already got it.
Yeah, all right. You have about 30 double copies of everything.
Buying everything twice. I'm a fool.
I've got a collection of Future Sound of London. I had to make a spreadsheet because they've got so many records that I'd look online, I'd see it like, that's an absolute bargain, and buy it. So I've got several copies of them because I keep buying the same thing over and over again.
Yeah. One very funny story I got the Cure's Staying on the Beach best of, their first best of from the mid-80s. From Digging Records in Woking when it was still open. Support local record shops as well, guys. I'll stop preaching in a minute. But anyway, it was a bargain, first pressing, original. I thought of that. I paid about 50 quid for it. I thought, it's worth it. I got home, and the first thing I see when I open my record room door is a copy of the album standing on the floor. I thought, oh dear. I didn't tell the wife. But
Is
then
she listening now?
No, of course she's not. And then I realised it was actually what I already had was the French pressing, same track listing, same cover, but it was a different catalogue number, a different centre.
Oh, it's completely different.
So, it's fine. It made it perfectly all right.
Absolutely fine. There's no problem with that whatsoever. Dardis, who normally plays after me, and he will be back next week.
Exterminate. Dalek, sorry.
No, he always says to me, because he also collects lots of vinyl. And they're investments. That's what they are. It's an investment.
I think when I cark it, there's a straight skip from my wife and kids.
I will say, I have this rule that says that you have to be called, as does Mike Dardis, who plays after me. If that's the first port of call, is like nothing goes in a skip. or otherwise I'm coming back and I'm haunting people. Anyway, we digress again. Kevin, let's have another tune from you. What are you going to play this time? We've done a Mega City 4. We've had an original.
So I'm going to do another cover, but not by Mega City 4. I mean, we've covered Farnborough because A, I'm from Farnborough, and B, Mega City 4 from Farnborough. We've had Germany covered, so we're going to Sweden now. This is the Wanna Dies, the You and Me song. Always when we fight, I tried to make you laugh till everything's forgotten. I know you hate that. Ba ba da ba 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 da ba da ba ba ba. Always when we fight, I kiss you once or twice, and everything's forgotten. I know you hate that. I love you Sunday sun. The week's not yet begun, and everything is quiet, and it's always you and me, always and forever. You and me, always and forever. Ba 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 ba. It was always you and me, always. You tell me I'm a real man, try to look impressed, not very convincing. You know I love it. I know we watch TV till we fall asleep, not very exciting, but it's you and me, and we'll always be together. You and me, always and forever. Ba 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 ba. It was always you and me, always and forever. You and me, always and forever. Ba 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 ba. It was always you and me, always and forever. You and me, always and forever. Ba 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 ba.
Oh, brilliant! Thank you very much.
Thank you. Great band.
Create my own grassroots venue. This studio. We've had a few in here, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Over the years, I remember buying that record.
The whole album's just brilliant.
1993, six, is it?
95, 96, wasn't it?
Is it? I'm trying to think if I was at uni or had just finished uni, but yeah, great album. And band I've never seen live, but they are playing Shine On in November.
All right, okay.
Alongside Mega Fishy 4, of course.
Yeah.
And so yeah, really looking forward to
Stuff
that.
and House of Love, and it's just a line-up, isn't it?
If the organisers put Mega Fishy 4 and the Wanna Dies on at the same time, I will be very upset.
Yeah. But they better not.
Yeah.
Well, we're sending all the letters now. You got them to the gig. Maybe now you could set the set list.
Swap them so that they can play the main station.
Pete,
Ed,
what is your favourite Mega City 4 song?
I have quite a few, but if I'm forced into choosing one, it'd have to be the B-side of Words That Say, or one of the B-sides called Mansion.
I'll tell you
Have
that.
you got it?
I have got that.
Oh,
I
wow,
can
that's
play it for
amazing,
you.
isn't it?
That single is amazing because every single track on that could be an A-side.
Well, one of them was an A-side.
Well, yeah, clearly. All right, get out.
Words is actually a banger as well.
Yeah.
But Mansion just really, I just love the lyrics to it, about not looking, about getting old really, being a bit nostalgic and you can't go back and all that, and it resonates even more so 30 years on when it came out.
We're never getting old, you know that. I've
Show my body that, Ed.
Yeah, I've now got a body that's in its 50s, and my mind is still probably about 22.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. In my head, I'm still a kid. An awkward kid, yeah. I know. Yeah, music will keep you young, I suppose.
It will never change. Keeps us going, doesn't it? I mean, music's everything to me, has to be said. Right, let's see if we can't play your favourite track. Mansion, Mega C4.
All these empty rooms that once were filled, quiet as a tomb, with promise unfulfilled. All this wretched space, falling to decay, aspirations faltered, dreams let slip away. I've seen it in my sleep. The picture's getting clearer as the truth of it gets nearer. The plaster walls and cracks, fireplaces black. The sign on the door says you can't go back. Once we had a canvas, like a grain of amber sky. The inspiration left us, the paints had all gone dry. Now the guests have left, I vaguely recollect. Before they all arrived, I wanted more from life, not merely to survive. I wanted more. I've seen it in my sleep. The picture's getting clearer as the truth of it gets nearer. The plaster walks and cracks, the fireplace is black. The sign on the door says you can't go back. I've seen it in my sleep. The picture's getting clearer as the truth of it gets nearer. The plaster walks and cracks, the fireplace is black. The sign on the door says you can't go back. You can't go back.
Oh, that is a great song. I'll give you that. That is a good one.
Beautiful song. I mean, they've got a lot of beautiful songs, but that one really does get me going, move me, you know.
So let's just go through the details again of this gig, because we want to make sure
Go on then.
as many people go as possible. So it's forward for Wiz Trust. It is Saturday, 30th of May. Tickets are...
Where?
I'll get there. Tickets at £10 in advance or £12 on the door, so save yourself £2. That's £2 towards a beer. If you go to We Got Tickets and look up Soulscraper, Splitbox, Mega Fishy 4, you can even put headliner, it probably won't come up. And then it's at the Star in Guildford, which is an amazing venue.
Quarry Street, Guildford.
And it has, obviously, 3 brilliant bands. Some amazing acoustic sets. Obviously, Graham Judd, Isolode is there. Andy Hignett, the wonderful Kevin Burgess, who you've heard tonight in the studio. Hopefully, you'll be there because you're on the list. And Michael Vickers, who
Volo wants to marry.
Bola wants to marry. Yeah, Kevin thinks is amazing.
And have mega kids. That's what he did there.
So it's going to be pretty good, to say the least. I'm looking forward to it.
And what's the website to get just the tickets? So I was looking at this. Is it We Got Tickets? There's only one T. There's like it looks like We Go Tickets.
Yeah, We Got Tickets. So
But
2
there's only one
T's.
T. There's only one T, isn't there?
Is there? I thought there was 2 T's.
How is it spelled?
Oh no, don't tell me that's wrong.
Anyway, try both. If you try one and it doesn't work, try the other one.
Yeah, it's either We Go or We Got
There's
Tickets.
a raffle there,
And the
I
raffle.
mentioned that twice.
Three times now.
What is the charging for the raffle? Is it like a?
Oh, I don't know yet.
Because that stuff is priceless.
It is. Not that expensive per ticket. Don't know much. I haven't thought about that yet.
Just bring loads of cash.
Yeah, please bring cash. Actually, that would help.
Cash? What's that?
Yeah.
Actually, we're hoping. Actually, there is an update. I'm hoping. I will have pay on the. No, what's the word I'm looking for?
Card machines.
Sum up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What is it?
It's like contactless
yeah.
payment.
Yeah, so people can use their cards and maybe donate it the same way because there'll be a bucket going around it as well. And people go, oh, I can't tap the hilarious joke is they tap the bucket with their debit card, and it's not very funny. So I'll be sorting that out.
Mind you, yeah, it's difficult because it's one of those things you just never have any cash in your pocket anymore.
No.
We're a cashless society.
Yes.
But we'll have that debate for another day. I haven't played one of my favourite songs, and we're running out of time.
So what is your favourite Ed? Favourite Ed?
My favourite Ed song? Well, yeah.
Ed Gamble? Ed Balls? What's your favourite?
Having moaned about Spotify, I found out the other day I'm actually on Spotify with several tracks. Like, oh, okay, I didn't know. So I really like the early stuff. Terribly Sorry Bob album, a compilation of the singles. I love all the albums. I love all the tracks. That's the problem when you're trying to pick one that you absolutely adore. We're going back right near the beginning of the Mega City 4 releases. One that I really, really like. It's called Miles Apart. I'm going to play that for you now.
Well, I'm standing in the rain and I'm thinking once again how the way we see is never quite the same. I can understand sensations and smells of petrol stations, but the subsequent reactions are the same. Is this goodbye or just a paragraph? Should it make me sad or should it make me laugh? Miles and miles
that's number 3 or 4 in the list. It was the feedback at the end didn't quite beat some of the others. So, you've been listening to kickradio.co.uk. Obviously, I'm Ed Liner, Pete Cole and Kevin Burgess in the studio. Pete, anything you want to add?
Just the friendship and the camaraderie that's been over the last few years, Well, those people we used to go to the gigs with and all that, and just amazing people, amazing times. Bands like Mega City 4 should not be forgotten, really. Can't believe it's 30 years, I said it earlier, but wow, but they'll still be remembered. We can make sure of it.
Absolutely, and you get a bit emotional there, Pete. But Mike, I think it was Mike used the phrase from the first time I met him that it's like the Mega City 4. I can't remember if he said family or community, and he was spot on with that. It's like, good friends, through music and stay in touch. So, yeah, it's beautiful.
There's not many bands I've ever seen that have that kind of community as well. And it's still people have been affected by it that much that we're still getting together 30 years later and doing a tribute show. With
like Facebook and things like that, people still join the Facebook page. I love all the banter on there and the chats and people's memories and set lists and photographs. And every so often someone new will join who's got a set list in their attic, and they go out and they scan them and share them and gets the chat going again. And so love them, love those guys. Wiz, you ain't going to be forgotten, mate. Love you.
Absolutely. Well, I just want to say a personal thank you to you both for joining me in the studio today.
Thank you.
Very welcome. Thanks for having us.
And I know it was difficult to get it together and get the right week, and we got there in the end, so thank you very much. I've been Ed Liner. I will be back possibly next week. Doing something more amazing. I am DJing Beckfest Festival next weekend, and hope to be back for my show on Sunday, so be back for that and see whether I'm there. Pete, thank you very much.
Thank you. 30th of May, we'll see you there, everyone. Come on.
And Kevin, thank you very much.
Thanks everyone for listening.
And we'll be doing this all again, no doubt, in the future. Another indie session with myself and Pete Cole, and who knows what guest fairly soon. So thank you very much for listening. I will wish you good night with Mega City 4 and Ticket Collector. Good night.
Time, so you don't have much patience with me.
You are listening to www.kickradio.co.uk, the home of grubby rockers.